Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel and to another gear review video. I'm just up in the woods to test out a lightweight folding fire pit that I've been sent. So a bit of background information about this fire pit. It's made in Belgium and it was designed by an industrial product design graduate called Margot Verwoest, and she sent me this a couple of days ago to review. So let's have a look at it. So the first thing I noticed about this grill is the weight. It's really light. I weighed it this morning before I came out of the house and it weighed in at 2.3 kilograms. So it's genuinely a portable fire pit, and it comes in this good quality heavy duty canvas bag. This isn't cheap nylon or anything like that, and it's got a shoulder strap there. So let's have a look. So that's the fire pit folded. Now to get set up, it's just simply a case of opening it up like that. And I think that's the beauty of this fire pit. It's very similar to the SnowPeak one that I use. The advantages of that are no messing around. Open the fire pit and get your fire built. So let's have a look at the quality of this thing. Holding it in my hand, it does feel good quality. You've got no plastic parts on this at all. You've got steel tubing for the main frame. Everything's held together with nuts and bolts, which is good to see. No rivets or anything like that. The bottom feet are made out of aluminium. And I don't know if you can make out those holes there. You can peg the fire pit down to secure it. And at the top sections are also made out of aluminium. And you've got the fire blanket, I guess it's a steel fibre mesh, and that's held on with carabiners, so you can just unclip those if you want to take the fire blanket off to clean it or whatever. And on the top here you've got a notch on each plate at the top, and that's for the grill which you get with the fire pit. This is made out of 304 stainless steel, so again it's good quality, and that just clips on top of the fire pit. I'll just give you a quick demonstration of that. So one of the claims about this fire pit is that when you're using it, these top sections are not going to get hot, so you can you can pick it up, you can move it, you can adjust it while you've got the fire going. I'll just clip this on here and I'll just give you a look. Yeah, so that's on there. So yeah, and you've got a good sized barbecue grill as well. So yeah, fantastic. So I'll give you a closer look at this. I'll take the camera off and get a few close-up shots, and then I'm going to crack on, and I'm actually up here doing some hazel coppicing, so I'm going to do that for a couple of hours, and then I'm going to get a fire on and cook some lunch. Well folks, so far so good. It's an impressive little fire pit. What I've done, I've brought my bushcraft tripod with me, and I've just set it up like this. So I've got some potatoes in the bush pot there, which I'm going to parboil. Then I'm going to warm up a steak and kidney pie in the Dutch oven, and heat up some mushy peas, and then fry my potatoes over the fire in the Finnish wilderness pan. Yeah, so it's actually really handy to be able to just pick it up and move it around. I'm just going to build the fire up. Another good thing about it is when you've got the grill on, it's kind of easy just to get more fuel in if you need to. Get me tatties in there. I've got some seasoning here, a bit of salt and pepper. So I've got some Bachelor's mushy peas on here, which are an English delicacy. Basically just processed peas mushed up, but there is something magical about them. Well guys, it's 5 o'clock now, so I'm just getting packed up to head back home. So I've had this fire pit on the go since 12 o'clock today, so a good solid 5 hours, and I can confirm that these top corners never get hot. And that's a really useful feature of this fire pit, I think. Earlier on I was having a cup of coffee, the smoke was blowing in my face. Usually you've got to pick your chair up and move. With the folding fire, you just pick the fire up and move that instead. I think that'll be a great advantage if you're out overlanding, you're having a fire, it starts to rain and you want to pick it up and put it underneath your awning or your tarp or whatever. With this fire you can do that, you don't need gloves. You know, it's a great feature. I've been trying to think of anything like any negative points, and I can't really think of any. I think as long as the build quality holds up, which I think it will, I don't think you can fall off with this fire pit. One thing that did concern me was whether or not you would get hot embers coming through this steel blanket, but you don't. You know, nothing comes through at all. I mean, if you shake it, you can get very fine particles of ash coming through, but that's about it. So yeah, I think this will appeal to overlanders, off-roaders, camper vans, motorhomes, car campers, because it's genuinely lightweight and it's easy to store. And as I think I've demonstrated this afternoon, it's useful to cook on and it'll keep you warm on the coldest of nights. I also think it'll especially appeal to canoeists, kayakers, you know, anyone with a boat really. You keep something like this on there easy enough. Motorcyclists, yeah, it's just it's a good product, you know. I recommend it. It definitely gets the thumbs up from me, and I think I'll use it a lot in the future. So what I'll do is I'll stick a link below to Margot's website so you can get on there and check the product out for yourself. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to empty these ashes into my main fire pit down there. So I think the way to do that is just to unclip it. And you can take the blanket off there and you can just safely dispose of the ashes. So I hope you found that review useful, guys. Have a look at Margot's website, check the product out, and as ever, thanks for watching. I'll see you again in the next one.